didn't see you there. Welcome to our Edinburgh 2019-2020 talk.
I've been up there, I think, 4 times now. 4 or 5 maybe. But Cow's here has been even more than me. He's been going since when he was a little kid.
Yeah, so I've been to Edinburgh probably 11 or 12 times now. Only once as part of a show, but when we went up together for our show, it was genuinely the best month of my life. I wouldn't trade that for anything. It was amazing. We had such a good group of people. It was such a lovely atmosphere, and
we got to be performing this show that we put so much time, so much love into, and we've got to be performing that to an international audience, complete strangers who would come see our show and they would love it. And there's nothing like that.
Yeah,
it really is.
There's and then other than that, someone who's just gone to see the Fringe many times, that type of theatre you don't get anywhere else. And there's like venues on every corner, everywhere you walk. There's a show just about to start, and you'll never get that kind of experience with shows anywhere else.
Yeah. I would say so. We're both quite theatre people. A lot of the inspiration we get comes from shows that we see up in Edinburgh. We see such crazy stuff that we would never see anywhere else, and it inspires us. It really does, and it will inspire you too.
Well, it is an incredible performing arts festival that is the largest Fringe festival there is in the world. It had, in 2018, 25 days of performances, which covered 50,000 different performances.
Across 3,548 different shows in 317 different venues. So it's a big deal. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, there's the full range from comedy, stand-up, musicals, theatre, a cappella, the whole range of theatre and performing arts you can get.
Acrobatics.
And it's from companies that are from all over the world, from Japan, Korea, the US. People travel from all over the world to come to perform at the Fringe, so it's a very unique and special opportunity. Besides from the festival, Edinburgh is a beautiful city. It is incredible just to walk around, the wonderful architecture. There's the castle at the top of the Royal Mile, and there's a hill beside the city called Arthur's Seat that's really beautiful to walk up.
We generally like to take our performers up there on a big trip whilst we're performing. It's a nice sort of bonding moment for all the cast and crew. Climb up a big hill together and then take a load of photos from the top.
Yeah, the entire city just comes to life during the Fringe Festival, and it's nowhere else like it in the world.
In the past, we take up all sorts of shows to the festival. Professionally written shows, new writing, comedies, serious pieces. We've double billed shows in the past, so we've taken up 2 shows at once, either performing at the same time or doing a one-on, one-off sort of basis. The shows can be anything at all. I mean, like we've said, the venue, the Fringe itself has such a range of performances, such a range of styles, such a range of people performing there that it's really open to anything you want to do. If it's cool, if it's wacky, if it's a bit crazy, then they will love it at the Fringe.
We've tended to take up smaller shows in the past, of like 5-6 cast members, but it's never been limited to just that. So during the year, we asked the cast and crew to help raise funds for the Edinburgh Journey. It's an expensive venture for the society, so throughout the year we hold fundraisers, and when people get cast in the show, there is an understanding that there is a commitment towards these fundraisers that we do. So we ask the cast to try and get involved with the fundraisers as much as they can, and the crew do as well. So rehearsals for Edinburgh work a little bit differently to all of our other shows. We rehearse normally during the summer, just after university has ended, but it's dependent on the show. So there are normally about 4 weeks of rehearsals during the summer, which are quite intensive. but again, it's dependent on the show. In the past, we've had rehearsals going on for 5 days a week, possibly 7 hours a day. Um, it's quite ram-packed and intense, but it's also a great experience. It's a different way of rehearsing for a show than we normally do.
So you've got to bear in mind that you'll need someone to live in Southampton for the course of these rehearsals. I wouldn't worry too much about that. If you don't have a house already, then we normally have someone in TG who has a bed going to bed, or at worst, a sofa going to bed for the period of those rehearsals. So it's not too much of an issue.
The rehearsals, sometimes we can work around your schedules, but it's important that you make the directors aware when you audition for any periods of time in the summer where you know you're going to be busy.
Yeah, we don't want to stop you going on holiday here. You know, spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, absolutely. We will work around you. It's just bear in mind that there will be these rehearsals that you will need to go to. And then at the end of July, of course, we have, well, during July at least, we have previews down in Southampton. So this is typically 2 performances that we'll do in Southampton, either on the same day or on subsequent days. But we will perform the show to whatever audience we can scrounge up in Southampton. It's an opportunity to raise some more money to start with. It's an opportunity for you to see how the show is looking, maybe to get a little bit of audience feedback on it. And it's an opportunity just to practice a little bit more in a less stressful environment than in Edinburgh. So those are really nice things to have, but another thing to bear in mind, that you'll need to be available for those.
So during Edinburgh, you normally have somewhere between 12 and 14 performances. They're day after day, so you'll be up there for a couple of weeks at least. These performances normally last for about an hour, so you'll have to prepare before the performance, which normally also takes about an hour. And then after the performance, we normally require everyone to do some flyering to help promote the show. So in amongst your trip in Edinburgh, every day you take perhaps 3 hours to put aside for the show. And then during the rest of the time, you can go around Edinburgh, see the show, see the city, have a great time.
Yeah. There's so much to do in Edinburgh, so it's really about enjoying your experience as well as putting on the show.
Yeah. So yeah, travel is the first thing you need to think about when you know you're part of the Edinburgh show. If you book early, then you save yourself a lot of trouble and a lot of costs. If you book early, buses especially are very cheap. But I've in the past spent about £90 in terms of trains as a return to and from Edinburgh, including a rail card. Flights tend to be a little bit more expensive, but they're also around £100. Again, it's cheaper if you book early.
When we're up in Edinburgh, we will be renting a flat as a cast and a crew, and you'll all be staying together. And that's the way we do it, to make sure that it's as cheap as possible for everyone involved. Saying that, Edinburgh is an expensive city, and during the Fringe, because there are so many performers coming there, the prices do go up. So rent for a flat for the course of the month, we will rent a flat for the entire month. That will typically be around £400. So it's quite a lot of money. And you'll also have to bear in mind that there'll be a deposit to pay on top of that rent, which you'll have to pay up front and get back at the end, of course. And that can vary a lot, but it will also probably be in the hundreds of pounds.
We do get guests to come up and stay in the house that we rent, and we charge them a small fee for every night they stay, and that fee goes towards the cast and crew recouping some of their costs for the accommodation. During your time in Edinburgh, there's a lot of things you can spend your money on. Edinburgh, just in general, is quite an expensive city, so you'll need to account for costs of food and alcohol during your time there. You can be as thrifty as you like, so you can go to the supermarket and buy stuff just to cook in your house, or...
And that's a nice thing to do anyway. It's nice to eat together when you're a cast. It's just a pleasant experience, and you'll have a long time to stay in Edinburgh. We'll want some of those more relaxed nights in with the house where you can just cook together, relax together, have a nice time without doing anything strenuous.
Well, the flip side, there are a lot of good places to go out in Edinburgh, some of which are a little bit more pricey, but it's definitely something you should try and adventure out and experience Edinburgh for itself. In terms of the fringe, shows tend to cost between £5 and £10 per person.
That's for the sort of your typical Edinburgh shows. There'll also be some big names performing up there. There's typically some very big name comedians who will go up. And if you want to see them, then those shows are typically a little more expensive. But for your regular Edinburgh shows that sort of you'll see hundreds and hundreds of, they'll be in the £5, £10 range.
But as a performer, you will likely get a performance pass for the venues that you are at, which means that you'll be able to see some shows for free. So everything in total, including your travel up there, your accommodation, your expenditure while you're in Edinburgh.
So that's food, that's shows, that's going out, that's all the stuff you need.
It all probably comes to somewhere around £1,000. You can be thrifty, or you can expend more of your money, but yeah, we have a range of about £800 to £1,200 of what you spend when you're there.
So it is an investment. You're spending a lot of money for a really, really, really good time. I would always say that it's worth the money that you pay, but there are of course other ways you can get around it. So quite a few of us will take flyering jobs up in Edinburgh. During the Fringe Festival, there are so many people flyering for all their shows, so it's very, very easy to get a job just spending an hour or two flyering a day, and that'll give you a little extra income to offset your visit. So our favourite show, we share a favourite show. It was a show called, an adaptation of Peer Gynt by a theatre called Gruff Dog Theatre, and it was amazing.
It's like cool giant puppet.
Like for the Troll King,
yeah.
And incorporated live music, so they had a fiddle, guitars being played on stage. The set was moving around, the set was amazing. The character who played Peer Gynt, the actor who played Peer Gynt switched around sort of every other scene. It was like nothing else really. I listen, there's a soundtrack to this, and I listen to it sometimes just because even the soundtrack I love so.
Flip side, undoubtedly you will see some bad theatre in
Yes.
as it's a free
a free form, so anyone can come up and perform a show there if they've got the money, and that does mean that some bad people come up. I think probably my least favourite was a show I saw last year, which was called. No, I feel bad about bad-mouthing stuff on camera now. It was just so boring and it didn't make any sense. And it was like they weren't even acting, they were just kind of saying the words that they had.
I think you've forgotten about some of the other shows we've seen in Edinburgh.
Probably. This is a very recent memory for me, it still haunts.
There was a show where we were tricked into going to watch by the other people who were up in Edinburgh.
That was the first show we saw up in Edinburgh. We just got off the train. We were told, oh, there's this amazing show, you've got to go see it, it's performing tonight, go along. So we did.
Yeah,
wow.
And it was a man playing the trumpet and a lady doing interpretive dance to the music.
See, that's not the one I was talking about.
No?
I was talking about a different one.
Yeah, so there are some bad shows you can see in Edinburgh, but it'll be offset by some amazing stuff too.
And
it's part of the experience.
You get some amazing stories from these. So the one I was talking about, for example, some of us were required to go up on stage and dance with the performer. And this is a story that I have still not lived out. 5 years later, I'm still occasionally shown the video of me dancing on stage in Edinburgh next to this this lovely band. You'll have some great stories, even seeing the bad shows.
Yeah.